Hey everybody, I want to do a quick update on some of the stuff we've been harvesting from the garden and then we'll go out to the garden and look at some of the stuff that's changed. Getting lots of pickling cucumbers, and my yellow squash have finished up, but I've got more out there. It's going to be starting probably next week. And zucchinis, and I think I waited too long for this one. Lots of tomatoes. This is a good sized tomato here. I believe this was one of my I think big beefs. And a couple little celebrities here, and some romas. Tons of little romas. Also finished up the big bed with the green beans. I'll show you that in a few minutes, but we've snapped these and we're going to eat some of these for supper tonight. Great Blue Lake bush green beans. So let's go out to the garden and take a look and see what's going on. Example of a few more of my Roma tomatoes, and these were the Juliets. So that's in comparison to a Roma. That's not a Roma. And I think this is one of those homesteads that I picked today. Just letting them out. Turn a little bit redder out here on the porch. Let's go take a look at the garden. These jalapenos have really gone crazy out here. You can see all the fruit on this plant. And this is in a 5-gallon bucket, so this really worked out well for me this year as far as the peppers go. And the tomatoes have done okay. Most of these tomato plants, well, about half the tomato plants I started from seed, and I'm getting some nice looking tomatoes. Here's a yellow pear that needs to be picked, and this is the Juliet. They do have some bad crunchy looking leaves here with blight, but as far as the tomatoes themselves, they're doing just fine. And I'm getting a lot of fruit here. I think they're probably finishing up setting fruit. These are cherry. These are pretty big cherries. Lots of fruit sets on these. Up and down the plant. And my larger tomatoes are doing well. This is a big beef here that's starting to turn. Starting to ripen up. These are my Rutgers. Nice looking tomatoes there, and I think these are the big better what is it? Better Boys? Yeah. A couple of tomatoes here I started from seed too. That's hopefully going to give me some later tomatoes. So I have topped these too because I didn't want to get any more height out of these tomatoes. Alright, my focus was doing something funny. I guess it's working now. Let's see. Yeah, so again, these are my Blue Lake bush beans, and these have grown well this week, and I've got some that I could probably go ahead and pick, like that one. Well, they're loaded down with little tiny green beans. You can see them all back through there. So within the next, I'd say, week and a half, I'll start eating off of these green beans. And my other one's just finished up, so it's perfect timing. So as far as what I've got here is just one little row here of bush green beans. Some okra in the middle. I don't have any okra yet, but I do have some flowers. So that won't be too long until I get some okra. And these are all green beans. These 3 rows back here in this raised bed are yellow wax and some more Blue Lake. I do like green beans. Put some corn out here this week just to give it a try. There's 40 in this 4x8 box. And I started these from seed. These seeds came up within 2 days in my greenhouse. And I'm hoping that this corn's going to do well in this spot. We'll see. This is where I had my squash and my cucumbers. A couple cucumber plants. This was a extra, I think this is a better boy tomato. Just an extra plant that I stuck in here, and it's going to produce a couple tomatoes for me, so that's good. Also along this front here is purple whole peas, 2 rows of those, and in the back I've got some more okra that I need to thin and maybe transplant into another box. This is a homestead tomato. This is an heirloom variety, and it's actually done really well. It's gone crazy here. It's a determinate, but it's huge. And it's had some nice fruit so far, so I seem to like this spot. This was my celebrity bush, and it's finishing up. Got some really nice tomatoes off of this, and I think next year is definitely, that's the variety I'm going to go with, the celebrity determinate. Try those in buckets and also put some in my raised beds. A couple little squash plants here that are kind of shaded out. These are my cucumbers. This trellis has worked out really good this year. And I think with the trellis you tend to get a little bit better shaped cucumbers than just letting them run along the ground. They have, you know, gravity working with them. So you get nice, decent size and shaped cucumbers. I've noticed the ones on the ground, the top part of them will get chunky and the bottom's real skinny. I don't know if that's something that happens. Maybe that may be a lack of water, I don't know. But these have done well for me, and I thought they were going to be finishing up, but they've put on some more flowers and some more cucumbers. My Roma bush, my Roma determinate plant here, still putting off a lot of, not putting off fruit, but still has a lot of fruit on them. No more new flowers, but it's still loaded down with tomatoes all over the place. Definitely be growing these again next year. Maybe try to start some from seed. This box has changed. This was where I had my squash. Those finished up, so I put more corn here, and there are 18 corn plant. These are sweet corn, just like the others. So we'll see how corn does in these raised beds. Over here are my Roma green beans. 2 rows of those. And back here in the middle, I've got 2 rows of purple whole peas. And then these 2 rows here are red kidney beans. This pepper plant has really liked this spot, which is encouraging, because I've never grown peppers really before, really put any time or energy into growing peppers. But pretty decent sized bell peppers here, so that'll be good. There's some around here on this side. It's a good size. So not too bad. This bed right here is where I had that whole bed of bush blue lake green beans, and those finished up. They produce for about 2.5 weeks, which is typical for them. And we ate and ate and ate. We're going to eat some more of those tonight. So this bed has been prepared, and it's ready for something. I'm not sure what that something is going to be yet, but I'll get an idea soon, hopefully. These are some squash that started late from seed, and they're doing just fine. You can see I've already got a little squash on there, so that'll be good. By the time we get a hankering for some more squash, hopefully we'll have some. In this little pot here, I started some more okra, and in this bed I've got some watermelon planted. These are sugar babies. I tried to go with a smaller variety so that hopefully they'll be done by the time a little bit cooler weather hits us. This little row, you may see that it's been raised a little bit. I started some zucchini plants in between these hills just to start them out here, and then that's probably what I'm going to be doing. When these come up and they're a decent size, I'll just put them over there in that bed. Trying to keep things going. I don't like to have empty space. And this week I planted some sweet tater draws, as they say in South Carolina, or slips. They look like plants to me. But 9 of those. Never grown sweet potatoes before. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to read up about those. The potatoes in this big, I think this is a 10-gallon pot, have gotten a lot taller. I might get some potatoes out of there, I don't know. We'll see. I think that's it as far as the garden. Will get you a view here of everything. Everything looks really good. I do have a new little box that I was going to build another raised bed for some asparagus that I have, and of course that's going to be a permanent bed because asparagus will continue to produce for years and years supposedly. So everything's looking good. I don't like that, but we'll get something in there soon. Let's go look at the pepper bed. Okay, so these are my yellow Hungarian wax peppers. And this is my pepper bed. This is in the ground. I don't know if y'all can believe that, but I'm not growing in a raised bed over here. So I dug this out, took the grass off. This has worked out really good. These plants look very healthy. You can see them on down the line. Those are sweet peppers down here. Those are sweet banana peppers. And the other ones, little short ones, are Hungarian yellow wax peppers. But what I did here is I dug out, this is probably maybe 2 feet, and I put down the black plastic. I don't know if you can see it under there, but you got the black plastic. So I actually tilled this up with my hand and a hoe, and put in some 10-10-10 and a little bit of organic, not organic, but compost that I had in my little compost bin, and mixed all that up really good. Put down the black plastic, made little holes for my pepper plants, put them in there, and these look really healthy. I don't see any spots of disease on these or anything. This must be just a good spot for peppers, because these have been putting off peppers like crazy, and I'm not even that into hot peppers. So I'll probably be giving a lot of these away to people that eat them. But yeah, just on down the line, just tons, not tons, but maybe pounds of peppers. And you can even see some banana peppers down there. Just great looking plants. So pretty impressed with this little spot for peppers. May turn into something else next year. Maybe I can extend a little bit out further and do something else with this spot. But anyway, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing good. As far as the greenhouse, again, let you know what's in there. Some broccoli plants, and my cilantro still down there, and some more extra watermelon in case my other watermelons don't take. But in a couple weeks I'm going to start my cabbages and my broccoli and my cauliflower and my collards and all that stuff in preparation for the fall garden, which will be here probably before we know it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.